Affirm your vision. Clarify your vision. Know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it, day by day, moment by moment. And sometimes the how only shows up on a need-to-know basis. Don't wait for the how until you start pursuing your vision. You understand? Don't wait for the how. Sometimes you just have to walk blindly. But if you just do your vision every single day, putting one foot in front of the other, committed to your desires, being obedient, walking through your fears, the vision will unfold much grander than you could have ever even imagined or asked for. So this is what I say. To support your vision, instead of begging for it, pleading for it, pray, oh God, please, oh please, God, please, oh God, please, please, God, please. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Be still. Let your daily spiritual practice be one of stillness and listening. Listen for the instruction instead of begging for the direction. Because I am. Every single day, I am is the creative force of the universe. Whatever you attach I am to, you will become. You know, people say, I'm broke. Or I'm single. No, I'm waiting for my ideal mate to present himself to me in a way that I recognize. Whatever you attach I am to, I'm confused, no. I am awaiting clarity in this moment. So affirm your vision every day. And just because somebody else can't see your vision doesn't mean that it's not a powerful vision for you. Here's another key for you. Never judge your clarity on how other people respond. Did you hear me? They're gonna say, what you doing? You crazy. Why are you doing that? You can't do that. Who told you you could do that? Who do you think you are? I love that one. Who do you think you are? Me? Spiritual code of conduct says, do not believe that because it hasn't happened, it won't happen. Renew, recharge your vision. And do not be tricked into thinking that because it's always happened, it has to continue to happen. Spiritual code of conduct says, do not accept the unacceptable. Do not accommodate and tolerate what doesn't honor you. Close your eyes for me for a moment. And I want you to hear this. I give all meaning to everything I see. Breathe. Okay. I want you to take that thought out of here with you, so that as you go back into your life, that you remember, I give all meaning to everything I see. If I see myself as broken, wounded, damaged, crazy, stupid, whatever, I give meaning to that. So if I want my life to have a new meaning, let me pick thoughts and images that support who I am. When something happens with a partner or a friend, and even a coworker or a supervisor, and you're bringing up all the other times that you've experienced that in the past, that's baggage. When you start your statements about why you do something a certain way or what you're not going to do because of a certain experience, that's baggage. And these are just common everyday things. This isn't even the hard stuff. So I want to give you some unpacking skills for just the common, everyday, normal baggage that we walk around with as human beings. If one person tells you you're a horse, you don't have to believe that. If two people tell you you're a horse, you may want to listen. But by the time 3 people tell you that you're a horse, you need to check yourself, because I bet you got hay hanging out your mouth and your tail is wagging. In other words, if you keep hearing the same thing from different people at different times about you, you need to unpack that baggage. And don't hear it as criticism or make people wrong or bad. Ask them what they mean. I remember when my grandson told me that I was mean. And I had heard that, but I never paid any attention to it because, moi, I'm Iyanla Vanzant. I can't be mean. But when I sat and I listened to him and I realized, wait a minute, he's not the only one saying that to me. I had to hear it and I had to unpack it. So when you hear one or two or three unrelated people telling you the same thing, don't dismiss them. Listen, tell me more about that. Listen. But when you are growing and living beyond the places that are familiar, you got to be willing to do stuff that scares you. And that's when you're going to have to rely on your connection to something bigger, greater, and grander than you. Ask for help. Do not be so willing to buy real estate in what is comfortable and familiar in your own mind. Be authentic. Be authentic. Many people don't even know what that means. It means that you're clear about who you are. You're clear about your purpose, your protocols, and your plans. You're clear about what you're up to, and you speak the truth of that all the time. Be authentic means you're in integrity. That what you think, what you say, what you feel, and what you do all matter. Now, I know that's hard in Washington, because there's just some truths you can't tell out here. But we want to do the best that we can. And when you can't, pray about it. But be authentic. So many of us don't allow people to know who we are. As I travel around this country, I meet people all over the country who are suffering in silence because they're not authentic about what they need, what they want, what they're doing, what they're experiencing. The only thing you gotta do is be happy about who you are and just do you, boo. But how often do we forget that? How often do we forget that who we are just as we are is enough? And we get busy doing and being something else. And then we become unhealthy on all levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, because we leave the truth of who we are in search of something else. I'm mindful of my mouth because I know that what comes out of my mouth must be created. Everything begins with a word. So we even want to stop speaking about how horrible our children are doing, or how bad people are doing, or how bad things in. Here's an affirmation. Oh my, I can hardly wait to see the good that's going to come out of this. No matter what it is. As opposed to using our power to continue to affirm what's wrong, what's broke, what ain't working, what's not happening, how horrible it is. Let's speak life into things. Let's speak life into our children. Let's speak life into our families, into our relationships. I can't tell you the number of people who write me and say, I need you to help me with my crazy family. Well, heck, they're your family. I don't even know that kind of crazy you got over there. This is just what I be thinking, and then I bless my head so that thought will go away. But what if we started saying, wow, I know it looks like Boo Boo, my cousin, is having difficulty right now, but I see a brighter day for you. It's what Emmett Fox called gold keying, where you key something up with the radiant richness of what you want it to be, as opposed to affirming it as it is right now. As it is right now. So we want to clean up our mouths and what we say about each other.